Perhaps you let your eyes settle down to close just for a moment to maybe consider an intention, or maybe you already have one that you're like, this is my thing, this is my purpose, and I am reminding myself of this trajectory for now. And that maybe some of the energy that you generate with this practice will be dedicated towards that trajectory, that direction. Like a wind pushing you closer to your higher self, your goals, your greatest being, whatever it is. Maybe it's pushing you away from something. So you sort of set your compass. Now take the arms up. The palms will come together. You have that bit of purpose or intention right there between those power centers. We're going to drag the hands down a line as if you were pulling this intention down through the crown, from the higher self, through the third eye, where you're really discerning what it is, through the throat, communicating it right to your heart where you're planting it. Fertile ground. Unstoppable growth. One deep breath together into the nose. Let it out. All expectation gone. And then we'll rock forward, the hands and knees, to start with some cat-cow motions. So, exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, the arc extension, the arching. Shifting the hips side to side if need be. Circling out the head. And our slow breaths. Five more breaths. Not adding, dropping back to child's pose a few times. Wiggling out the toes. If you're ready, we're gonna just crawl forward to a plank pose. You step to your plank. Maybe step your feet a bit wider and let the heels twist all the way to the left for a breath. Lift them up, twist them all the way to the other side for a breath. Come up to the middle, we'll have a hold for 5, 4, nice, 3, one more big inhale. As you exhale, you're going to slowly sink forward and down, bending the elbows all the way down. And we'll take 3 rolling cobras with your breath, inhaling, pulling your chest forward and exhaling, pulling your chest forward and down, right? 2 more. Your pace, and then we'll go back to downward facing dog. Yeah, different variations are fine. Once you get to down dog, pedaling out the heels, shaking out your head. Shifting the hips side to side, releasing the jaw. Full body breath in. Out the mouth, out the heels. We're gonna inhale, kind of round and curl yourself forward to plank. Unleashing the neck. Exhale, we're gonna bend the elbows 1 inch and then inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, back to down dog. Right, inhale, slow, curl forward, like you can round your back and then lengthen it. Exhale, 2 inches, we bend the elbows, nice. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, downward facing dog, right? One more time. Rolling forward with your inhale, you find your plank, spine is long. Exhale, bend your elbows, maybe halfway down, and then inhale, push back up. Exhale, downward facing dog, awesome. Let's inhale, lift the right leg up and back, and you can, flex and point the foot a couple of times, circle out your ankle, wiggle out your toes. Notice when you lifted the leg, the body tends to shift over to the left side. So kind of hug the left hip in and push evenly down through the hands, especially the right hand. You're gonna look forward, curling forward, pulling the knee into your chest. We'll step the right foot up between your hands, maybe blocks. The first one, you're kind of wiggling around, find your perfect placement. Maybe you have to bend and straighten the front leg a few times. Maybe you need the blocks. Covering it for a bit. So then you're gonna lift your hands like a centimeter up away from the blocks, or even if you're on the blocks, the energy is lifting up instead of leaning down onto them. Yes. Yup. Oh, okay. 5 reps. Imagine the right sit bone, the bent leg, the right sit bone reaching for the right heel. So the hamstring is really dropping down and tightening. 3 more reps. 2 here. Grounding down to the feet. Take an inhale and then exhale, come up. Good. Yup, yup. Inner eye to your torso. Visualize the front of your torso like you're zipping up a jacket with your inhale. So from the lower belly, you kind of rise up, the ribs kind of peel in, the chest goes all the way up, the neck is longer. Exhale, soften the shoulders down. Yep, inhale, open your arms out to the sides, wide, like a T. Exhale, you're gonna turn towards me. And try not to arch like this, belly in, and then we're gonna lean down to the twist. When you curl down, your back tries to round. Shoulders back, chest forward, then turn some more. The back is always gonna try to change, and you're always gonna try to bring it back into length, at least, when we're trying to create space between the vertebrae to twist. 2 more breaths, maybe keep bending that right leg. Good, 1 more breath. Now, let's put the back knee down on the floor, the lefty. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. We'll side bend right over the head. Then you'll take your arm up and maybe you'll stay like this, or maybe you'll step to regular side plank. So you can have your knee down or up. Yep, good, 3 breaths. 3, whichever one is fine. 2. Big breath in, maybe the gaze goes up, and then as you exhale, look down, the right hand goes down, you're gonna step to plank. We're gonna lower either cobra or up dog, your choice. You can use your knees or skip the knees. And then down dog. Deep inhale. Out the mouth. Inhale, left leg up. Flex, point, circle, wake the toes. And notice the weight distribution. When you lift the leg, things shift over to the right side. So hug the right side in, push the left hand down, take a big breath, and then start to curl forward. Pull your knee in, step your foot up. Straighten and bend the leg a few times. Get just right with the back leg. And find a spot where you can almost be hovering. Left sit bone communing with the left heel. So that is the opposite of the knee pushing over the toes. Think about your butt dropping down to your heel. Yeah? A couple couple more breaths. 3 more breaths. 2. Get real steady with your inhale into the feet and let your exhale take your arms up, your chest up. Yeah. Good. Right, so we start to find a way to tame this shape. Right, this in, this up. Take a breath. That is the shape you need to twist. So when you split your arms, you start to turn. The arching tries to pop up, pull the ribs in, take an inhale. Exhale. Chest forward, then you twist. Yeah, good. Yes, and then notice how, maybe your back heel might be twisting out the up. So you hug that back heel in. 3 deep breaths. Right shoulder out of your neck. 2. Maybe the right knee comes down. And then we step the left foot to the back of the mat for the half kneeling and one side bend. So stretch the left side of your body as you drop the left arm over your head. And then bring the arm up inside if you want 2 straight legs or not for the next 3 breaths. Totally fine if you want. 3, 2. Let the inhale roll your gaze up, and then the exhale brings the hand and the gaze down. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, bend your elbows. Right, inhale, cobra or the bigger back bend. And then inhale. Into your nose. As you let it out your mouth, sink your heels down, even if they don't touch the floor. There's a pressing back of the thighs. There's a lifting up of the hips. And then if you could imagine pushing your hands down into the floor and the tiniest bit dragging your chest forward towards the fingertips. Yes, Amy. Inhale deeply. Right leg floated up. Yep. Exhale, let's step the foot forward. We'll come right up into the lunge this time for the second round here. So we're gonna play, with the pelvis and the back leg. We're gonna bend the back knee a little bit, and then you're gonna lift the frontal hip points up. So this is the comfortable place where nothing's happening. This is the annoying place, right? You have to lift. And then we try to straighten the back leg again without going like that. Which is my natural shape. This is my natural shape. This is how it's true. Okay, so we're gonna twist. Take a nice inhale, bring your hands to touch. Exhale, the hands come down, and again, you rotate, you're turning that way. Left elbow, right thigh. There is a bit of a curling to get down there, but then push your elbow into your leg and pull your chest like a tiny cobra. Then rotate. Yep, good. 3 deep breaths. Sorry, I didn't distract you. 2, amazing, I love it. 1 more big breath in. You're gonna exhale, untwist, and inhale, step to chair pose. So you untwist, you keep your hands, step up to Uttanasana. Wiggle your tuchus back and down. Sit bones dropping to the heel. So, pull the shins back, pull the knees back, pull the thighs back, and then lift the front of the pelvis up. As if you could lift your belly off your thighs, as if you could lift your chest up, and then let's take the arms up. 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2. Big breath in, and then exhale dives you forward to fold. Inhale, chest forward, and we'll make our way back to downward facing dog. So you can step to plank and go through a vinyasa, or you can just step to down dog. It's totally your choice. With or without the knees is all good. Then you arrive at down dog, and you take that big breath in, let it out. Steady the hands, the left leg comes up, looking forward, stepping up, crescent lunge. So you just come right up. Then we'll bend the back knee generously. And you can arch just because you're like, okay, that's what that looks like. Pull the front of the body to the back of the body. And then lift your spine up. And then re-straighten the back leg, right? Hands connect. They come down. Chest is still lifting as you turn and lean in for your twist. Left sit bone sinking to the left heel. Yes, the gluteus maximus for 5, 4, 3, 2. Into your nose and then exhale, untwist. Inhale, chair pose. Control, symmetrical. Back of the thighs engaging down. Front of the thighs dropping back or softening back. Imagine unclenching your inner thighs and letting them soften down. Oh, what? 3, 2. Inhale, you get deeper. Exhale, you dive forward and forward, right? Inhale and chest forward, and then making your way back to down dog, either stepping to plank or practicing a teeny little pop back to bent elbows. With or without your knees. Shoulders are starting to open up. More breaths. Two. Nose. The full body, let's go. Now let's inhale, peel the right leg up. Now, exhale, we're gonna drag the right knee over to your left elbow, like twist and pull the knee, and then inhale, lift it up and back. Imagine you could actually drag that knee over there and tap your left elbow. Compression, yes, and then inhale up and back. One more. Exhale, we're gonna drag the knee over, and then we're gonna kick that sidecar, that right foot out onto your outer edge of your foot. Yep, left heel drops down, left arm goes up. Now you can side bend over your head, or you can let the arm open up a little bit out behind you. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, bring your hand down to the floor. We're gonna pull this knee in and step the foot up. Warrior 1. I told my dad next year for Christmas I want one of these yoga mats. He laughed. More breath. So, sinking down into the right thigh bone, like the top of the right thigh bone dropping to the floor. The other leg, the left leg, push your left thigh bone up and back to the sound of my voice to straighten that leg. 3 more breaths. 2. We're going back to side plank. So if you want to use your knee, you can use it. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, start to fold. The back heel lifts up. If you're bringing the knee down, you bring it down. If you're keeping it up, you're stepping back. Very good. Awesome. 3, 2. Exhale, hand to the mat. Maybe the exhale will take you all the way through that elbows if you made it big enough. And then the cold dog. Yeah, eventually those exhales go for longer than just one move. So left side, we're gonna inhale, peel left leg up. Exhale, curl, but this time twist the knee over to the opposite elbow. Inhale, peel it up. So compression, compressing the thigh up into the belly and across to the opposite arm. Curl and lift. Inhale, you got one more. Exhale, twist, and then kick that foot out, turn to the outer edges of that foot, back heel to the mat, top arm peels up, maybe it's side bends over your head, maybe you prefer the chest up to the sky, take a nice inhale. Exhale, hand comes down, compression, compress the thigh up into your belly and step it up between your hands for your point. Right? Like pressure. And it's a super hip flexor scrunchie, which I know you're flexible. Usually, like I could do a split right now. My hip flexors are like rocks. They're not soft. They're angry. Flat breaths. The only thing that suits them actually is the darn up dog. Good. Maybe bend a little deeper, 3 breaths. 2. Inhale, connect your palms, maybe look up. Exhale, glide down. So of course you can put your right knee down and step back, or you can keep your legs straight and step back. Inhale, gaze up. Big exhale, the hand comes down. Can the same exhale bend the elbows? Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, deep breath in. Wow. Looking forward towards the front of the mat. We're gonna lift the heels and bend the knees. Exhaling your way to the front of the mat, stepping or hopping. Yep, inhale, chest forward right away. Exhale, fold. 2 more. So think about that jacket zipping up. When you come up into this Ardha Uttanasana means half of an intense fold. Okay. Uttanasana means intense fold. This, right? So if half of a fold is here, it's not coming from your back and your neck lifting up. It's coming from this and that pulling down. So some of you are coming up into your upper, or you're going like this. This whole thing is this way. Think about the front of your body peeling you up and down, and not this. Get all right. Just do 2 more. Inhale, feel your navel up, your ribs, your chest go forward, and then exhale, pull down. Still lifting the belly, right? Inhale, chest forward. Oh, that's nice. A little more therapeutic, less stressful on the neck. Exhale, hang it down. Shake your head up. Because when you unleash that, then it will unleash a lot of other places. 2 other shakes. And start to roll up. Soften the arms, soften the knees. Yeah. So we're going to chair twist. I suggest feet together just because when they're apart, the twist is much bigger. So you'll chair. Hands will come together and we're going to turn to the right. I'm going to try not to round. You're going to try to hold. Awesome. Once you get into your spot, your twist, maybe look at your feet, look at your knees. If your left knee is jutting forward past the right, pull it back and make them even. And then drop your booty down for 5 more breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to do a funky little transition. Lift up your left heel. You might have your leg twist your heel. Then lift up your left foot. So you start to step the left leg back and we'll open up to warrior 2. It was. Another almonds. We're here, we're alive, we're doing it. So even when it's like totally shitty, it's still nice because we're still here. So just, front foot is pointing straight forward, the back foot is turned out. Don't let the back foot turn past parallel with the back of your mat. Keep it, Good. Okay, so now we'll roll through some turning the right palm up. Inhale, tilt back and straighten that front leg. Exhale, extended side angle. So you can go elbow to thigh, or you can go fingertips down to the block. No. Inhale into the side of your waist. Exhale, bring up and back, straighten that leg. Reverse triangle, look at the triangle pose. So when you come up right, take the moment to drop your hips back. Turn your chest and then feel up. Let the front thigh rotate back so you can get the right hip out of your leg. Yeah, imagine the teeniest from the top of your right thigh bone, the teeniest little bit of external rotation. So you can roll the outer right hip back. Yes. 3 breaths. Very good. We're going to go up to a balancing pose. You might want your block to the Chandrasana. So inhale, maybe look up. And then exhale, you look down. Maybe bring your hand to your hip for the transition, leaning towards your block with your right hand. So maybe that one. Push through the feet evenly, like the left heel is pushing in the air, the right heel is down on the ground, but they're doing the same work, flexing. Very good. 5 breaths. 4, just breathe. If you're having trouble with the right foot turning in, roll the right hip back. 2 breaths. Yeah. And Megan, there you go. 1 more breath. Very gently step back to warrior 2 and then reverse it, straighten the leg, and then we're gonna pyramid pose. So when you cartwheel your hands forward, so you can see that my shape is all weird. I gotta bring my right foot over to the right a little bit. Gotta turn my left foot a bit. Now I feel more even. I'm gonna inhale, lift, exhale, fold. So you make those adjustments for your pyramid pose. If you need your back heel lifted, then lift it. Inhale, peel the belly, the chest forward, and then exhale, lay them down. 5 breaths. Go. We're gonna walk forward to standing split. So take a deep inhale, sigh it out, start to lift your chest, walk your hands forward, floating the back leg. It doesn't have to go up to the sky, but make it very straight. The lifted leg, super straight. Point the toes, flex the heel, one of those. Then, your standing leg, if the right thigh is just hanging there, can you squeeze the thigh muscle and lift it up? Can you somehow get the right calf to press into the right shin so that your knee is not locked like a flamingo? Good, 5 breaths. 4. Chair pose. 2. 1 more big inhale. Exhale, foot down and fold. Inhale, chest forward. Organize the feet together. Exhale, chair pose. The arms go up, hands connect. We're going to twist the side too. Left side. Imagine a little, cobra happening in your upper back bend. Teeny tiny back bend. As if one day your heart is going to be the highest point in this pose. It's going to be higher up in your butt. Good. 3. 2. I always think of Sandy and Grease when I do this move. So I'm gonna look down at my right foot and I'm gonna wiggle my heel like I'm putting out a cigarette. Then I get my heel up. Then I'm gonna squeeze and lift it and start to press back. Warrior 2. Maybe next Halloween we'll have a Grease party. That'll be fun. You can ladies. I see Amy considering it. It's not so bad. For you too. Yeah, that helps me like have control of it a little bit. Good, 3 more runs. 2 here. Yep. 1 more inhale, and then we'll flip that front palm. Tilt back, straighten the leg, maybe a big back bend or small. And then when you return, we bend the leg. Maybe elbow to thigh, maybe fingertips to the mat. Good. Left thigh dropping down, 5, 4, 3, 2, very good. 1 more inhale. Exhale, lift up, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, tilt the arm back. And then inhale, spine upright, just so you can kick your hips back. So this is what I'm talking about. Come over here, the other side is. So when you're doing this, your hips are going like that. The direction of the hips are going that way. And when I come back up, if my hips are still doing this, and I try to do triangle, kind of looks like this. But this has to go that way. Then your chest can go like this. And it's the same exact leg. It's the same in all the lunges. This front leg has to pull in to get that going. Triangle pose. Yeah. And you'll notice that will stop the front foot from internally rotating if you can keep drawing the left thigh back. So take 1 more breath, maybe look up, and then look down, grab your walk. Maybe the right hand to your hip as you lean in and step up. It's very important that you flex or point or do something strong with the lifted leg so that it's firm. Very nice. Left thigh pressing back. Try to lean onto your heel. If you're leaning onto your left toes onto the ball of the foot, it's harder to balance. 2. 1 more inhale, long, and then exhale, gently step back. Reverse your triangle. And then you cartwheel the hands down around the front foot. Maybe you're adjusting your stance to shorter or wider or whatever, but notice how the hips want to swing out to the side. Keep them into the middle. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your navel. Exhale, down. Squeezing the thigh muscles, but breathing. 5 breaths. 3. 2. Thinking about standing split, just take a big inhale, look forward. Exhale, start to step your hands forward and float your back leg to whatever degree. The height is not the thing, it's how straight can you make the lifted leg, how firm. 5 breaths. Good. 4. 3. 2. Awesome. 1 more breath. Gently step down and fold. 5 breaths. Here at a time. Out your head. Out the shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest. Heels are gonna lift your squat down. We're gonna do 2 rounds of crow, then we're gonna do some forward, then we're gonna do crow again. So you can feel the difference. So you could be someone who likes to prop their knees on the back of the arms. You can be somebody more traditional with your knees on the outside of the arms. If your knees are on the outside of the arms, you're squeezing. Notice what happened. As soon as I squeeze my legs together, my back starts rounding, which is what you want, because it's the cat shape of the spine. So there's flexion, there's rounding, and there's squeezing, and this type of energy, the belly coming up. Yeah, and you just kind of look forward. 2 or 3 more breaths. Don't even stress about whatever it is. We're gonna sit down. Here. Okay. Where's our knees bent. Oh yeah, my back is cracking. So this is gonna force us to work more in the upper abdomen region, meaning you're gonna curl up from here, all right, yep, as if you could curl off the block. And then when we lay down, it's this supported back bend. So knees are bent, feet are down, you got your shoulder blades on the block, and your head is on the block. And take a nice deep inhale, out your mouth. Let's peel the arms up. In fact, let's take the hands and clasp them behind the neck. I know I don't usually do that, but it'll help with this. So we're gonna take a nice deep inhale, and then exhale, curl your head, chest, and shoulders up. Already. So the move is gonna be exhale up, inhale, not all the way back. Exhale up, I'm shaking right now. Inhale back. So it's not very big, this in. And then down. But 3, 7 more. 6, exhale, 5, try to pull the belly in, 4, and if you can, not over tuck the chin, 3. 2, we're gonna stay up on the next one, like here, and we're gonna pulse up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then move it back. The arms can go out wide or overhead, but you let your abdomen stretch. And if you notice, the work was up in the upper front ribs because we were lifted up a little bit high. Add a little side to side action. So if you remember those little scooters from when you were a kid, the little red one, you go like this. Oh, this isn't gonna work, so don't do that. Stay on the block. Suddenly I had a vision of like Jane Fonda holding little weights and being like, oh, good, good. Okay. Just curling up away from the block, reaching your arms forward, and then we're gonna twist to the right. Lift and twist to the left. So you kind of lift like you can touch your ankle. 9, 8, upper abs, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, try to use your exhales. 1 more. And then stretch back. Jesus, I know. All we had to add was the block. But still, most of the work above your navel, all up in here, in front, and sides. Meaning, did you get open back?
Yeah, grab a razor.
I was lifting off of it and going back down because I didn't like that feeling. So I was like, which had its own, because then it was making me almost get cramps in my ribs because they were like contracting so hard. But that's fine because they're used to just doing nothing. So it's all right. You can do that. Take a couple more breaths of rest. Letting the ribs kind of lift and spread. Opening up those little finger muscles between the ribs. All right. Ready to come up. go back to that crow shape. Okay. I know, now your arms are a little bit. And they're ready to contract in the shape that you just did a bunch of times. So when you stack your knees, if you're one of these who likes to stack, I'm gonna, in this shape right here, my rounding, and then like if my feet are up or down, you can see that it's not changing where anything else is. So you can have your feet down and be in the shape. You don't have to think everything is about lifting the toes when you're building that trust. Yes, Amy, exactly. Round your back belt. Tuck your booty. That was nice. Tuck your butt under and a little bit gazing forward. The block is perfect right there. Even with your feet on the block is where they would be in the air. So
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do with the,
on that.
because usually I'm
On the side.
Side,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I would just go with more rounding, more tucking, more curving. Oh, it works. Yes. Good. Awesome. Right. Yeah, years ago, I used to have black and blue bruises from sliding down and like trying really, really hard. But then eventually I got over that.
I haven't done this in a while. Yeah, it's very hard, yeah.
We're gonna succeeded stuff now. So. More traditional John Hughes, I think. I've got a lot of legs to work with. Yes, it's a bit of a seesaw, and the gaze is a good part of it. If you really like, so also another thing that's hard to not do, a very traditional transition is from crow to headstand, right? So if you look down, you're gonna go there. But if you look forward, you know, just a little bit that way with the trajectory instead of that way, then that will help give this part. The gaze helps. Yeah, it's totally about the change in you. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. So for sitting pose, we start with Pashanasana, which is just a simple straight leg pose. Anytime you hear ton, it means intense. Intense. Inhale, lift your chest, go far as forward as you can without rounding. And then when you want to round, notice the difference, right? The shoulders do something different, the chin tucks. Maybe you inhale, lift, and you definitely have a strap and hold your chins. Exhale, through. So, you know, that cat-cow type thing. One more, extension. And then flexion. And you'll stay. We'll have 10 left. But it's fun too, because it's kind of the doorway to trusting yourself for other stuff. There's like a lot of different variations of crow. And then you get into all the other bird poses. Oh, it's pretty. Flying pigeon. There should be a flying squirrel. Why is there no flying squirrel? Oh, maybe not. 5 more runs. One. Side out. So I'm gonna mirror you. You're gonna bend your left leg like this. The hips kind of turn a little bit. They're going to, because your knee is out to the side. But it's still relatively neutral. This leg is not getting tense, so wait. You can inhale, extensions, crawl forward as far as you can, and then when you're ready to tuck it around, tuck it out. It literally is called head to knee pose, Janu Sirsasana. And if you want to grab the foot, grab the foot. If you're one, this is the most solid deal. You're supposed to grab your opposite wrist. Your nose. Out. 5 more breaths. Into your nose. Feeling up, we're gonna take it a little bit deeper to the half lotus. So when you pick up your foot, actively turn the sole of your foot up towards the ceiling, and then I'm literally gonna tuck my foot into my back. You're gonna turn towards your knee, take a twist, lift your chest, the left arm goes behind you. Take a nice inhale, lift your chest up. Soften your shoulders down with your exhale. Now start to, half wrap that left hand behind you, kind of crawling the fingers towards the toe of that foot that you tucked up there. Okay, so twist. And maybe you're just, it doesn't have to grab. Wherever you are, respond. Half wrapped or fully wrapped. And then you're gonna slowly keep your wrap, but unwind your twist. So start to turn your chest forward again. Then bring forward. So if you're not holding, that's fine. Just have your arm back there. If you are holding and you want to keep it, that's fine too. 5 rounds. What's going on? 3, 2, breath in. Out. You're gonna start to feel up. You'll unleash that arm. You're gonna grab hold of your foot. Feel the leg up and right out. So if you cup the back of your leg, you give it a stretch. Stand it up that way. One more. Stretch. Your chest lifts up. When you bring the leg forward, you cross the ankle and take one final fold before you do the other side. Pull more into the IT band and cross the ankle. Breath. You peel up, straighten out. Other way. There's a lot of different ways with this. The foot can be, I can't really do it. The toes down, the heels up. Goes. There's this with the foot up under your foot, which I also don't really like because my feet are very picky about everything that sit on me. So this is more like a tree shape. Then make your leg not off the midline, but in the middle and straight. This whole center seam of the leg is not gonna fall off. And then you'll lift your chest and start to crawl forward. Extension first, and then let yourself roll down into whatever degree of flexion you want. You can grab your foot, you can grab your ankle, you can just let your hands rest and then see. I do practice dancing. Next additional Ashtanga passing through the legs again. Except on full and new. Deep breath. Slowly peel up. And of course, you can keep the foot like that if it's too much with it coming up, but we just play with lifting the foot up, turning this deep internal rotation on the ankle. So I'm using my hands to help, and then I'm actually squishing my foot into the kind of crease of my thigh. It's kind of nice that I have a lot of thigh foot stuff there. And then we're gonna turn towards the bent leg, and you can lift your chest. So if you find yourself curling like this, shoulders down, chest up, then you turn. Take an inhale. Let your shoulders quiet down. That hand that's behind you, your right hand, start to wiggle it around for the half wrap. Fingers, maybe find the foot or not, it doesn't matter, but stay in your twist and lift your chest, inhale. Just your head turns forward, exhale, notice how my front leg totally went to shit, straighten out. And then I'm gonna totally start unwinding, but I'm keeping my bind or my half wrap, so my chest turns forward now. And this knee will kind of back and knee fold. Push full leg with the full roll, it's just fun. I'm not with the full down. The full. Breaths. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Grabbing your foot. You shake that leg out to the side. Really letting it go completely away from the midlines. And then back. There. Cross. And then we're gonna sit up and we're gonna play with the fuller. If someone who's sensitive in your knees, and when you bend your knees too much, they don't like it. Too stretchy on the front of your knees. And two things you can do to lessen that intensity is take like a washcloth and stick it back here. And now it's taking away pressure. Completely. There's that. Not too much. Even this, I think, is too big. That's why I went there. But depending, like how many to wear one, obviously is small. Another thing you can do if you were just trying to help yourself have some therapy is pull like this. Already the front of my knee just softened. So if you want, I'll throw you this. I'll throw you this to play with. And then we'll see about pulling one knee, and I can go get more of those. Do you want washcloth? You want a strap? Strap. Strap it up. I got you. It does feel nice. I'll get everything strapped. And I do have more yoga towels. Wasn't sure if you wanted to do it. Oh, totally different sense. It's a totally different deal. On my left, and I can also go get some yoga towels out so you can experience what that feels like. So yeah, that is really nice.
It also, what I was feeling was the pressure of the bones on the muscle. But
It's changed everything. It's really nice. It's not something I would say, oh, I have pain, so I'm just gonna add this washcloth so I can do this move anyway, no matter what. But instead use it more like, oh, I'm gonna add a little therapy. Can you stretch open my knee a little bit with this splash? Come over here. Copy me. You're all wrapped up. Jesus, give him more. I'll get Hold on.
it's different, she's displacing the weight. It totally changes the game. It's not.
So it's not moving in here. Stick this in there and see how it feels when you close your leg. You notice the difference? Okay, that's all, just noticing that you could get a little alleviation of pressure. And whichever leg you try to put on top, we're gonna switch and try to put the other leg on top. I always do the same thing, I tend to cross like this with my left leg in front, so now I'm gonna try to do it the other way, which is weird. I do like to do that thing where you turn the sole of the foot up, it's just helpful.
This one goes on top.
Already, it's confusing, on top it would, it doesn't have to, you can tuck it under. Imagine now we put your hands on the ground, Tom, and lifted your butt up. Tom's in Ashtanga. Then we'll-
Like,
Yes, because your hips are so gosh darn tight. And also it could also be the shape of the top of your thigh bone, the greater trochanter could be bumping into the inside of your hip and saying, we're not turning it anymore. And then that's it, and that's okay too. Still get all the benefits from doing it. We're gonna take your legs wide and then we'll take a forward fold to kind of release that. And if you want to have your blocks set up under your abdomen or your head, or even your bolster. Like that. You're full of surprises today. I should have got that on camera just for my own memories. It's floating in lotus. So wide leg fold, deep, 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 deep inhale. Right out. We'll have 10 breaths. Big breath into your nose. And as you sigh out the mouth, the jaw softens, the neck softens. Breaths. Side bend. If you have your strap, actually, that would be nice. One big inhale. Another big sigh. And then you're gonna feel yourself upright. You're gonna keep your legs wide, have your strap in. We're gonna turn towards the right leg. So again, with this lift and twist. And if you know that you want your strap, because we're gonna pull towards this leg. Breathing, breathing. Into nose. Side out. Take 2 more. Slowly straightening your arms and peeling up. You're gonna stay facing this direction, but we're gonna side bend over the left leg. So you can tuck your left arm down on the inside of your left leg and then side bend the other arm up overhead. You can reach for the foot if you want. 5 breaths. So you can have your whole forearm and elbow down on the floor tucked inside of your leg. Or you can even reach that bottom arm towards your foot as well. 2 more breaths. Yeah. Slowly the top arm comes up, your chest comes up. You don't want it. Oh, right here. Oh, yeah. So you kind of lift and turn, reach and pull on the strap, like pull your shoulders away from your neck. Deep breath in. Side out. 2 more breaths. Slowly straightening your arms and coming up. The twist is important that you're turning this way when we side bend up. You can drop your elbow to the floor, you can drop your hands. Use that to turn some more as you side bend. Go, yes. Maybe getting lower, maybe reaching for the foot. Tucking, turning, breathing for 5. Up 3, all sides of the waist, taking the breath. 2. 1 more breath. Top arm comes up. You come up. You can use your hands to lift your knees. Last forward fold. We'll bring the feet together. We'll take fold and then we'll have our backs. If you're lifting the hips in this one more shape, you might kind of wiggle left and right a little. Little butterfly leaves a bit. 5 breaths. Deep breath in. Extra soft exhale. Taking your time when you want to roll up onto your back. We'll have a little supported bridge. You'll take your block low. Slide it under your tuchus. The feet could be wide and on the floor. If you immediately feel like hanging the feet in the air, you can totally do that. Allowing the pelvis to soften. The head to really fall back. Big breath into your nose. Just a minute with the legs in the air. I'm watching the clock. Any change you want. Bending the legs, dropping them wide, rotating them, like you're turning an antenna. Starting to contemplate your Shavasana. What final little things would it take for you need to feel complete, to feel ready, to not need anything more? Plow shape, shoulder stand, is it some twisting here? Is it? Whatever the shapes are, you just take them. Lecture, socks, bolster. Next, oh, there's nothing more to do. Or snuggle the right shoulder under the left shoulder under, you let the palms roll open. Maybe you wiggle your butt side to side and you let the legs roll away from each other. And maybe we'll inhale and kind of turn the head to the right. Exhale, turn your head all the way to the left. Inhale, the head turns softly but firmly, fully to the right. Exhale, slowly, head goes left. And maybe it kind of starts to bob back and forth naturally. Gravity pulls it to a stop somewhere that feels like the middle. Not picking your head up off the ground, but with an inhale into your nose, tilt your nose and chin up to the ceiling, and then exhale, let them drop. Final breath together, into the nose, into the chest, all the way down to the feet, fill up and pause. Let it go. Shavasana.
Sending that next breath out a bit further. Summoning yourself back into the room, back into your body, back into your thoughts. The head just drops to one side or the other. Calling another breath in, curling the toes a bit. Waking the hand. And inhale maybe spreads the arms out wide, the palms. Circling them overhead, maybe pointing the toes, and then just kind of sinking back down. And you're starting to pull the legs in, bending them, shifting them side to side. Rocking maybe into a ball, maybe curling up on your side. Very thankful to be here with you doing this beautiful work each time that we set foot in the same spot and do the same practice. We build a ritual, we build a resonance, we build a frequency, not just in this room, but within our beings, in our hearts, in our spirits, but also in this room. And as we do it more and more, you are setting the tone. As soon as you pull in the parking lot, you're like, oh yeah. As soon as you walk up the stairs, a little more relaxing. As soon as you step in the room, it's like, oh, right. And so you're doing this beautiful cleansing, purifying, uplifting work for yourself, and it's cumulative. I'm so thankful we have it. So we're going to spread the arms, we're going to circle them up, we're going to gather a bit more of this high tuned frequency that we've created, capturing between the palms, and then dragging that beautiful energy right down on top of the heart like fertilizer on top of that intention you planted earlier. Thank you so much for sharing your time, your trust, and your practice with me, my friends. Namaste.